Hello and welcome to SuperBanterBros, the part 11.
This game doesn't have a Max Payne
Kingdom
world,
Hearts.
so it sucks.
You really love that Max Payne world idea.
I like Max Payne in general, so yeah.
And then after that, you go to an Alan Wake world.
Well, Luke, that'd just be silly. Come on. Actually, that fit pretty well in Alan Wake.
Oh
now
yeah,
that
it
I
has
think
the
about
whole
it.
light and darkness theme.
The light and darkness, the Taken would pretty much... The Taken are pretty much heartless.
That would make so much sense.
Crap! That works too well! I'm a little sad now, honestly.
By the way, I die a couple times in this boss.
When do you get the HP bar?
What?
He just got it when he leveled up.
Oh, that's a,
Ability.
the path that I did, that's the first ability I got on level 9.
I always hated how you never get it. I never got it to like the Wonderland. It always sucked.
That was really dumb.
Yeah, for me it's like my first ability, level 9, on this path that I have.
It was so smart when they just added it into the other games.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you just have this?
That was kind of cheap, since you don't have the dodge roll.
And
Ah, nice.
skipping the cutscenes for you guys.
Thank you. From all of us.
I'm probably gonna do that with every boss.
Just as you die,
To
just skip all
sit
the
through those
cutscenes.
cutscenes.
You can't skip cutscenes in this game, can you?
You can in Final
Nope.
Mix.
You have no idea how many times I've
Whoa,
seen
okay,
the
that was
Tarzan boss.
cheap.
Yeah.
This boss is kind of
Yeah,
boss
this
is kind of
always took
cheap
me
for
But
forever.
a really early
you have no
boss.
idea how many times I've seen Tarzan get shot.
It's not even in this game, in life.
That boss is easily the worst. Well, okay, second worst boss in the series history.
What's
No,
the first,
he's really not
what's
that
the
bad.
first worst?
I really think there is some sort of recording curse in the works.
What's the first worst?
Coded.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, that's easily the worst.
The
in the
one with
series.
the Shadow Sora or whatever. Oh, and
Spoilers.
when I was fighting him, I didn't know that you had to pick up the golden keyblade.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're reminding me of what exactly you had to do in that. Yeah.
There's
So,
a golden
I-
keyblade.
And then once I figured out you had to pick up the Keyblade, it took me a bit to figure out that all that did was what, slow him down or stop him or daze him
It
or
took
something.
away the rest of his clones. It does a lot more damage and stuns him, I think. So basically
Yeah.
everything you need to do to win.
Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
that's one thing I really
That
miss
boss
from
is the worst.
these first two games that aren't in the sequels. It's just the party and having them able to heal you all the time.
Them? You mean Donald, because you don't trust these guys with potions. You never trust these guys with potions.
True.
Which I hate how long it takes to get freaking Cure in this game.
Yeah, when do you get it? Like fourth
After
world?
Tarzan,
After Tarzan, which is the third
why
world.
The boss is so annoying.
And that's the third world.
Yeah, and then you can't even have a ton of potions because you only have like 4 item slots.
Yeah.
And then after then, you just never use potions.
I end up having to use a few items.
Do you,
I usually never have to use items.
you don't
in
use
these
your
games,
elixir, right?
I don't remember.
You better not.
You only save that till you went in a real pinch.
I mean, even then, it's not worth sacrificing.
Well, I think I ran
Fight
out of
for it.
all my items, so...
I'd rather lose a fight than waste an elixir.
Elixirs are not too hard to come by.
I always used to get them confused for ethers, like when I was first playing it, because this was like pretty much my first RPG, JRPG. One of my first RPG, anyways. So it was like, Ether is
Really?
yeah,
Kingdom Hearts was both of ours first RPG?
pretty much. The Legends of Dragoon demo. It was on like a jam pack disc. I used to play that a lot. Pokemon. I don't think that came before Kingdom Hearts, actually. For me, like I know the game released before Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts might have been my very first RPG.
Oh, by the way, in Final Mix, this boss is, for whatever reason, bubblegum colored. Just for no reason at all.
Oh yeah.
Pink?
Well, isn't that the color he is in the Coliseum?
No. Definitely not.
You were looking for me?
So it's
Yeah,
different than that?
it is so girly. It's just ridiculous. And then it's the same thing with the Trickmaster. Just bubblegum colors.
Maybe it's because Japanese people like cuteness more than. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same reason Kirby gets angry eyes on his American box art.
Wait, what?
What? Which game was
Every game. If you never like, it was on TV Tropes that I read it, and when I saw it, my mind was blown. On pretty much every Kirby game that comes out in North America, they give him angry eyes.
that? Because angry eyes are gonna make it so much grittier.
The trope is called American Kirby's Hardcore. And on Air Ride,
my
Nightmare
God.
Dreamland.
And I'm just looking this up on Google. This is ridiculous.
Happy?
It is.
What? What?
That's
On
insane.
everything?
It's creepy
I-
face, by the way, Sora. But yeah, pretty much every game Kirby is on.
Every
He's like,
single game.
except Epic Yarn. That was like the only
Okay,
one.
why not? I'll go with you guys.
Well, at
Well,
least,
because everything about that game was supposed to be cutesy.
I'm Sora.
The
at
game
least
was
in the
great.
recent games, not like NES and stuff like that, or SNES.
I think he might have been on SNES. He had angry eyes. But yeah, in Air Ride, he has angry eyes. In Return to Dreamland, he has angry eyes.
Even in
American-
Canvas
Do they just
Curse,
add-
he has angry eyes.
What if they just added angry eyes and that's all they did? Like if he was smiling on the Japanese cover. He just turns evil.
Wait, well,
for no
Or
reason.
sadistic.
for Squeak Squad, he literally does have the same exact face. It looks like he's smiling in the Japanese version because he doesn't have angry eyes, but when you put angry eyes on, he has the same mouth and everything, but it looks like he's scolding you. Just because of the eyes.
Dude! Oogie Boogie! Yes! Sorry, I had to
Oh
fanboy.
yeah, he's right here. What's funny is that with this, like, with watching it on HD TV, you can see all their silhouettes perfectly fine. You know who they all are.
And you can tell by the voices. It's no secret. You know
Yeah.
who Disney villains are.
Either way, he could be quite.
Sorry if I, like, destroyed your eardrums with yelling. I just really love Nightmare Before Christmas, and Oogie Boogie is a really good villain. And the Nightmare Halloween Town is pretty much the main reason I wanted to be on this Let's Play in the first place. And that's where I was gonna come in. I was just gonna make a guest spot to like analyze the Halloween Town and talk about the movie and stuff.
Analyze it.
I haven't seen it in forever. I want to know exactly how accurate it is. But yeah.
Fun fact, if you won the fight against Leon, then you would get an elixir from him right here.
Would you?
That's your reward.
You'd still get fire, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh,
Of
no,
course.
you don't get fired. They just take that away from you. You never get it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You don't ever get magic ever in the game.
That's what happened to me with Infamous, I think.
You didn't
Is
get
that
magic?
I was no. I thought like they would just make it a little harder for you, because in Infamous, at the very beginning, you can't really choose a difficulty, and they choose it for you after a certain point. And I was playing it for my brother, and I can't remember if I had it set on some difficulty, just automatically. And I got through to. I was doing really well because I'd beaten the game like 4 times. I got to the part where you have to you just grab the food from the statue, and then the Reapers show up.
The Reapers?
The gang. You don't remember their name?
Of course I do. Although it did take me a second. That takes me back. I haven't played that game in forever.
It's so good. Cole's voice actor, like, compared to Eric Layden, is not good. And it does, like, some people said that Eric Layden makes sense because he sounds like the original Cole if the original Cole, like, had his throat just cleared up. And it does sound like the very first Cole just has soot in his lungs from the explosion. So it's kind of cool. But
oh no, the Infamous 2 voice actor never sounded like Cole to me.
Really? I love Eric Layden. Eric Layden's great as Cole.
I love him. He's a really good voice actor. He just never sounded like Cole.
But anyways, after that fight, it told me, you're doing really well. We're gonna amp the difficulty up to normal for you. I guess it was on easy.
To normal?
Yeah, I didn't know it did that.
Oh, you didn't know it did that?
No.
I've done that before, and it said it bumps me up to hard.
Oh.
Well then.
Didn't know you were such an expert on video games. Dude, how'd they warp? That's weird.
Oh yeah,
warp, you jump.
David, how do they explain the whole Trinity thing?
Friendship.
Look, the way Japanese games work is that most of the time, gameplay does not equate to the story. So it's just not explained. It's just there.
Well,
Except
I
in
personally
Skyward Sword.
think that it's the strength of their friendship brought their hearts so close together that they were able to move through walls and teleport themselves to
When you
new
find
places.
a plot hole in Kingdom Hearts,
The
a
answer
certain
is
number
always
of
friendship.
Yes.
any number of people, any number of people's hearts got so close together that they made it happen.